Okay. If Numi and Michi are on a date, no one's leaning in for the kiss. No one's holding the other's hand. Like, you know what I mean? So I just feel that and yes, there's also the idea that like, just because Michi is a girl failure in public, maybe she's like a little bit, like, I'm so sorry, Michi. I don't mean to psychoanalyze your romantic and all that life online, but you know what? We're too far down and we've done it a lot. Maybe Michi, okay. This is just from my experience because my ex-roommate is bi, and she would tell me that when she was hooking up with women, because she was like 5'9", 5'8", shorter hair, feminine, but still kind of like more androgynous leaning. When she would hook up with women, she would kind of be more dominant. Like she was kind of the tomboy, yeah, where she was more dominant. She would make the first move. She would initiate. But when she would hook up with men, it would be the opposite, where she would kind of let them initiate and she would be, quote unquote, more in her feminine energy. So what if Michi, because I am so tall, Michi naturally with me kind of would fall into that more like submissive role, I guess. So she would need somebody like me to initiate. But maybe if she's with Numi, who also happens to be kind of small, skinny, also shy, maybe it would bring out Michi's natural like domness. Or maybe the same thing would happen for Numi, that like it could bring out more of her domness because like Michi is so tiny and it wouldn't like fluster Numi as much. What do y'all think? Am I cooking or am I so far off the mark? And they were both bottoms. I just wish Michi would meet a nice woman. Two bottoms tend to have issues hooking up. It's a similar case with men. But I am aware that like you can be a little bit more submissive with like certain people and less submissive with others. But I say this, and I very clearly some days like Domino's and other days I prefer Subway. So I am saying this and I'm absolutely self-reporting myself as both a Domino's lover and a Subway lover. You know? Damn it. Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about the friend fan fiction. You know what? Numi and Michi, if you girls, sorry for my language, fuck with me. And I don't mean like sexually. I mean, for whatever reason, if you decide to have beef with me on the internet at any time, I am writing a goddamn fan fiction about you both anonymously. Or not anonymously. I'm opening stream and being like, Michi flirted at Numi. Numi replied awkwardly, ha ha ha, two bottoms staring at each other with no one to make the first move. Both of you better never ever get into drama with me. So, for those of you who watch their collab, do y'all think any of them would be less bottom than the other? I have to watch the collab soon. I have to watch it myself to see. I have to give my honest opinion. Thank you so much, Zen, for the raid. Hi, Geckos. You come in at just the right time, Geckos. We spend the beginning of the stream talking about how we are trying to debate whether Michi or Numi would be more likely to be slightly more dominant in their date together. But spoiler alert, I don't think either of them will be very dominant. But after this, we are doing a full yap session because this is my first stream. This is my first stream of 2025. This is my first stream of 2025. And I have a little list of all the things I need to talk to you about. I have so many things I want to talk to you about. So please, if you are just tuning in, hi, join us. Welcome. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, my loves. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome if you are Geckos and you're coming in hot. As they say, Geckos, I love you very much. Geckos. Geckos. Maybe there's too many timeouts on the screen. Geckos. It's a new year. You know? It's been a year, Geckos. And I... What do you mean? What do you mean, not the tail? What do you mean the answer is still no? You don't even know. You don't even know what I was going to ask about. Stop waggling your tail at me if you're not gonna let me have a nibble. Stop wagging your delicious, beautiful tails in front of me. This is unfair. Geckos. This was last year. I asked for your tail to eat. You said no. Can we please start 2025 off a different foot? Can I please just have it? It grows back. It grows back. Geckos, your tail was gonna grow back. You're gonna have another one. Eating is my love language. It's gonna grow back. I promise you. Please, just a nibble. Why search for husband with Bricky is right there? Because Bricky's my coworker and my pal. And he's also not even 30 yet. And the real answer, we work together too much. I know him too well.
It's a gift up.
You ever... okay. God, Bricky, I'm so sorry. I'm about to brother zone you. Do any of you have a sibling of a different sex? And your friend are like, wow, your sister's so hot. Wow, your brother's so hot.
It's a gift up.
You're like, really? That guy? That one? You know? Is that a good way to explain it?
It's a gift up.
Where, yeah, you know? Everyone tells me my sister is hot. It's so annoying. And it's not about like it being annoying. It's about you being like, what, like, you know your sister's flaws so much better, right? You know your sister's flaws all so much. You're like, really? Her? Really? Okay, whatever you say. The energy between you is not really romantic. That too. But all you know, there's a lot of stuff. Sorry, Bricky, it's 2025 and I'm talking about us. The worst part is even if he got that clip sent out of context, he'd know I'm talking shit. Yeah, my brother, you think my brother's hot? The guy who plays Genshin 12 hours a day and doesn't brush his teeth? You want to date him? So it I think a big part of it is it's really hard for me to be involved with people in the industry. I just feel that there's so much potential for miscommunication.
It's a gift up.
There's a saying like, don't shit where you eat. And I definitely just want to be careful. And also,
it's a gift up.
I'm trying to think of a nice way to say this so people don't read into this, but also I know people are going to read into this. Just because I have really good chemistry with somebody for like collabs doesn't mean we could be life partners or looking for the same stuff, right? Limes, I'm trying to dodge the fact that I'm in love with you and you and I are going to get married. Limes, can you tell them we're in love? Limes, look at that. Michi and I have amazing synergy, but we are not going to get married. You see what I mean?